Natchez, Mississippi usually attracts visitors to see beautiful historic antebellum homes. But 1 weekend a year, the visitors come to keep their eyes on the Natchez sky.
The River City welcomes 45,000 people for the annual Great Mississippi River Balloon Race. For the past 15 years, meteorologist Ernie Etheridge has been the race time decision maker.
Although the winds were rather strong aloft, that doesn't bother the balloon. What your problem is on the ground. And the winds were very light on the ground. We had a very good flight.
Every morning prior to liftoff, there's a weather briefing to determine if weather conditions permit launching. When conditions are approved for liftoff, the pilots can prepare for launch.
Once the balloons start to rise, pilots must rely on their weather knowledge because the wind speed and direction change at different heights.
Natchez may not be the biggest balloon festival, but it can be quite difficult. Balloonists have to consider the river because when they fly over it, the air currents can change the steering of the balloon.
Targets also change throughout the weekend. One day the target's on a barge in the middle of the Mississippi. Another day it's in the middle of a field.
After pilots take off, they use the upper level winds to try to get the closest to this X. The closest who drops a beanbag on the X wins the race.
Longtime balloonist Candy Davis says she can tell by the throw if the bag is dead on target or a dud.
His altitude is so high, he needs to anticipate the drift of the marker, so he needs to throw it prior to getting here.
Getting there can be half the problem. Only 2 bags hit the X on the barge, and one morning dropping bags wasn't an option.
The winds were too strong close to the surface, which could make the balloon tip over during launching and landing.
The flight this morning was canceled.
Although ballooning can be quite dangerous, the challenge of the Natchez race keeps the thrill of the sport glowing brightly along the banks of the Mississippi.
To lift this balloon from the surface to the sky,
It takes more than just hot air. From Natchez, Mississippi, for the Weather Channel, I'm Ethan Houston.
and I'm Stephanie Davis.